Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. By the way, is this your first? Is this the first podcast you're having, or
I wouldn't say a
or like
podcast, but this is you're the first person.
the first contestant?
Exactly, the first person who sit here and really talk to me.
I'm honored. I'm honored. I appreciate you for having
Bro,
me.
you've been here so many times.
At this point, I practically live here. I mean,
But
just
just spend like 10, 15 days of your life here, at least 8 hours.
that's actually crazy to even think about. Yeah, I mean, because most of the times when I come here, my appointments, like we're here. The longest session we've been here was like 10, 11 hours.
Yeah, that was the top of your.
That
thigh?
was the outer, like the hip area, the angel with the
Yeah.
halo.
The first day.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second day we
Yeah, oh my god, that was a back to back.
back to back.
That was a back to back.
Is that was your first back to back session?
Yes. Yes. And to be honest, honestly, the worst part of it all was just taking off the tegaderm and then getting that area tattooed
Again. Man.
because it's so like the skin is so raw and it's like the area is so sensitive that like even just like the wipes, you felt everything.
You mean the second day?
The second day, yeah, the second day. No, the first day wasn't too bad. It was the second day that was like it was a bit of a and that second day happened to be our longest.
Wasn't it the first day? I thought it was the first day.
No, it was the second day. That was the longest.
Man, sorry, bro.
It's all good. It's all good. At the end, it was all worth it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, for sure.
It was a journey, man.
It was a journey. It was a 1 year journey, which from the beginning, like with our first like consultation that we had, I had mentioned that I wanted to get it done by the end of the year, and we knocked it out. Like we finished within like 7-8 months.
Yeah, at the beginning, I remember it was like pretty much like 1 or 2 sessions every month, and then you took a break, and then you came back, and then we banged like.
And we banged it out. Yeah.
This was.
And to be honest, like how I found you, like I found you like on Instagram. I was looking for, I don't know, I've always gone to like street shops, and you know, don't get me wrong, like my left arm, I have a full sleeve. It's not that I don't like the work, but I've always seen people with other work that's like, wow, like it's like that's like super impressive. So I was like looking for an artist of that caliber, and then I came across your account, and in your bio you had the whole like the sign up, like to just to register and see, like you had like your enter your contact information,
the
form,
form,
yeah, your contact information, and like more or less what do you want. And I, from the beginning, I kind of wanted that whole like cathedral, the whole like spiritual style of work. I've always been a fan of black and gray realism. All my tattoos since I was
You don't have color.
no color, no new school, no traditional. It's all has always been black and gray realism. So if you actually look at my Instagram and my algorithms, it's all black and gray realistic tattoos. Yeah. So I came across obviously like your following was very high at the time. I honestly didn't really think that you were going to get back to me.
You're always thinking like, oh, this guy's like many inquiries. And
yeah, this guy's getting so many inquiries that he's probably not even going to see mine. So no, I just I registered, and then you got back to me in like I completely forgot. You got back to me like 2 or 3 months. I think it was more something like that, 2 or 3 months. No, it's all good. And I was like, oh like damn, this guy actually reached out to me, and as like somebody is like from the outside looking in, it's like it was kind of intimidating. I was like, oh man, like this guy is really like
but you brought this. I think a lot of people think getting tattoo is intimidating. I mean, it is intimidating, especially if you don't have any tattoos.
Right.
It has to be. I remember, especially for me, like before I become a tattoo artist, dude, I wouldn't get in a tattoo shop, just walking in. And I had a friend that he was tattoo artist. I mean, he was my brother's friend, so they were older, and this guy was a tattoo artist in my town. And I was like, even though I knew him, and they knew all of us, I felt intimidated to get to his tattoo shop.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't imagine for someone that doesn't have any tattoos, because
100%. I remember my first tattoo. I honestly had to bring a friend because I was too scared to like go to the shop.
But it's scared of what? Like they would judge you? They would like
something like that, yeah.
Because you don't have tattoos?
Honestly, it's portrayed in movies. Like even in movies, like when you go into a tattoo shop, you see like biker gangs, you see like it's super like intimidating people out of prison and stuff like that. So it's like when you go to a tattoo shop for the first time, you're like, look at this wimp walking in.
Yeah, man.
But nah, I mean like I was already like I've already gotten a bunch of tattoos prior to like getting yours. It was just honestly the intimidating factor was like, oh, this guy has a very large following. Like what if this guy like doesn't think my ideas like they don't align with his or something like that, or maybe what if me and the artist don't click well. So that was more of like the worry, but no, like when I came in, it's like
No,
it was a studio. Like I have never been. Most of the artists I've ever dealt with in my life were shops.
yeah, just a regular shop.
A regular
classic,
shop.
Classic, like
Exactly.
classic layout.
And this shop felt like someone's home. Like it felt like
Yeah.
it felt comfortable.
But that was my idea. Once I left Level Wink, the other shop I used to own in Wimp, I was like, man, I went to this guy in LA, got a tattoo from him, and it was kind of the same setup. So I came back, I was like, okay, so if I open my own shop, I want to be similar to that style. So that's why I was like, okay, I gotta get a location, I gotta make my clients feel at home.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it kind of takes away the intimidation, the tattoo shop vibe. You know? And as I said, especially for someone that is like first timers, man, I can't imagine.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, it was a good vibe the whole time.
So we vibed since the first
Since
day.
the first day. Yeah. Since the first day.
Which is important though. Which is really important, you know.
100%. I mean, honestly, like it wasn't like every session that I've had, which we've had how many, like 15, 16 sessions.
Tattooing was 10 sessions, 10, 11 sessions. But like just here at the shop, talking, figuring it out, like maybe work on design and stuff.
Exactly, like all the consultations. And
At
stuff.
least 15 days, easy 15, 17 days.
I looked forward for every one of them.
No, me too, man.
I looked
Me
forward.
Too. I was...
Not even, honestly, I didn't even look at it as if like, oh, I'm getting a tattoo that day. I'm just like, oh, I'm going to hang out with the boys.
Yeah.
Like even everybody in the shop, including like, you know, you, like Fabiano, Pedro, at the time, Javi, like Liza, Gino.
Oh, man.
It was always a good time.
Yeah.
It was always a good time.
For us, for artists, it's very important too. You know, you have, I'm not saying that you're not going to connect it with every single client you have, but, you know, having that trust, you know, it really helps to build up like a solid work, because, you know, you guys kind of, let's put it this way, you speak the same language, you guys vibe, you know, in the same frequency.
In the same frequency, yeah.
It is easy for the artist to figure that out, what the client wants, and, you know, the other way around as well.
Yeah, I remember like during like our first like consultation, and we were talking about like how, what was the first one? Oh, it was the angel on the outside. Like, on the couch.
No, we designed it both. We designed the angel on the outside and the inside.
Yeah, I remember it's like we were talking about it, and like I remember you telling me like, man, you know a lot about tattoos.
No, you did your homework. You did your research.
I've just been through it. I've been through it all. I've been through so many like good sessions, bad sessions.
Yeah, I remember like most of the images that you showed me, I had saved on my iPad. I was like, oh yeah, I have this one. Oh, I have this one as well.
Literally everything. Like you're like, oh, you know, prior to coming to the shop, like try to like pick some images that you know that you like, and you know we can see what design we could come up with. Everything I literally saved on Pinterest was like, I had that one. Yeah, I have that one. Oh, I did that one like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
But sometimes it falls like in this category, and then it is a rabbit hole, but you're going to notice that you're going to come across to the same images over and over and over.
Yeah.
But now it's a little bit different. There's more AI, so like...
Yeah, I remember the one that we did right here, like that face. I remember I had found it on Pinterest, and I'm like, I really want this with the negative halo right above it. And like honestly, I'm not a tattoo artist. I don't know, but like you using like AI and stuff like that, you completely like it was the same face, but it like completely looks different than all the other ones. Like the other like
the original reference.
The original reference and like from what, because using that image you can see like other tattoos that have that same face. it looks completely different.
It does.
But
It
it's the
does.
same face.
Yeah, it's similar. It's very similar. But the thing is, like that tattoo, it wasn't a drawing. That was actually a tattoo that someone screenshotted, and they erased the arm, so
And
it
then-
looks like a design, but it's not a design. It's actually a tattoo, and
They did the like black and white.
they did it black and white, so it looks like a design, but it's not. If you notice the corners, you see that it's bending on the corners. I was like, I can't use it.
And then let's talk about also like there's that one gentleman that he followed me on Instagram, but he also, I guess, he saw the angel that you did.
That was crazy.
And I guess he just like screenshotted it and then he gave it to his artist and literally just made a stencil.
Yeah, for sure it was that kid's first tattoo. For sure, I bet with you his first tattoo. He just screenshot it, went to a street shop, and then, hey bro, how much for this?
Oh.
And they like, can you bang in the session? I say, yes, I can.
I'm gonna be honest. That's exact. I mean, I don't think I can ever go back to like a regular street shop.
Yeah, I mean, I've worked for 2 years basically on a street shop, and you make a lot of friends. It has like this. It's kind of crazy. Depending on the shop, of course. There's some street shop. Not all of them are bad. Like some street shop are cool. You know, they have a really good team. But bro, the one that I work. It wasn't like that. It was crazy. The problem with that kid that was trying to copy your tattoos.
Yeah.
Wasn't one of them.
It's like, cause even like in that tattoo, like you can even see that the image had 3 legs.
Oh yeah,
The image had 3 legs and the fingers. He had like 6 fingers.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I noticed the 3 legs. Like, I was working on the design for like 1 or 2 days. So the first day I was, how can I say this? Enhancing the quality of the imagery. I was like trying to generate more images. But I was no, this is really cool. I'm gonna stick with this.
Mm-hmm.
But then the second day I was working on the background. I was like, wait a minute, this dress is kind of weird. And then I was like, fuck, there's 3 legs here. Like, let me take one off.
And I'll be honest, bro. Like, if you didn't see it, I wasn't gonna see it.
No, but I always missed it. And bro,
I would have missed it too.
Nowadays, you know, like, and I've done one tattoo on my friend's leg, and I generated an image, and then I was tattooing. I was like halfway through, and then I noticed there was 4 fingers. I was like, "Fuck!"
You gotta
There's
add
4
a finger.
fingers. I have to add a finger.
You showed me like your folders. You have folders just for hands.
Yes, but bro, I was halfway through. I was like, "Fuck!" Luckily, the part of the hand wasn't too visible, so it was like there was a shadow.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna add 1 more finger here. Nobody's gonna notice. It's really hard for you to notice.
Dude, I like so much respect, like, cause like the way you work like that, like you're like not only you're a tattoo artist, but you're like an expert at Photoshop.
No, you have, man. You have to, because you gotta Photoshop pretty much 100% of the reference. You have to. This is one of the skills that every tattoo artist should have.
Yeah, like for my when we went to the tattoo convention in Tampa, and I was doing the T-shirts, and I was like, man, I was giving you the idea. I'm like, bro, like, listen, I showed you the first shirt, like the because I didn't want to do like 5, and then it was like a bad shirt, but I brought it to you. I'm like, listen, like this is the idea. You like the idea,
Yeah.
And then, but the back portion, it had like, I guess, because I had taken a picture.
Oh,
of that.
the glare, because you took a picture. There's the glare.
The glare. I'm like, yo, how do I? And then you're like, oh, bro, that's an easy fix. And I'm like, all right, there, use that image.
Yeah.
And then we made the shirts.
Nah, bro, but we have to do some crazy editing sometimes. Crazy editing. Especially now with the AI. AI is like, it's good and bad. You know, there's how can I say, a lot of benefits for it, because you can generate like pretty much whatever you wanted. But on the other hand, it doesn't really come out the way you want it, so you have to edit. It's, at least for now, maybe like in 2 or 3 years, it's gonna come out perfect. But still, you gotta have some Photoshop skills.
Crazy,
Man. Talk about saying that your leg sleeve, it wasn't that much. I think the only one that I have to Photoshop, like do some crazy edit, was the leg and this one on your thigh. The angel that you brought me, the empty,
the Archangel Michael, or
no, the negatives with the halo and negative space.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, I got
that
it.
one I did like a couple of rounds of like prompty stuff, but the rest of it was pretty much straightforward.
one thing that I always wonder too, like the hardest part for sure had to be the kneecap.
Yeah.
The cathedral windows. Like you print out a stencil, but like due to like this area constantly bending and the anatomy and everything, like how did you make the stencil fit? Like I know
That was the hardest part.
because I know like normally like with tattoo artists they print out the stencil and then they cut it and stuff like that so it can like fold and it can fold and stuff, and you can lay out the stencil. But like still, like if you cut, it's going to open up.
It's gonna open up, or it's gonna fold it. You know, either of them. But this one, I remember I cut in half. Well, that was hard as fuck. I remember I cut in half, and then I put one half on the one side, and then the other half on the other side. I think I did a couple of attempts.
Actually, that's right.
Remember, like you were sitting here.
Yeah, I was laying down. And it was like in half, and then you did one half first. Well, actually, you drew a line.
Exactly, and then I tape it, and then I tape it right here. I put one half, and then the other half. Dude. Did you remember?
Nah, I remember getting that area tattooed. It sucks so bad. Yeah. No, but nothing's worse than the back of the knee. The back of the knee, I think I had the worst time.
Yeah, man, everybody struggled with that.
The back of the knee.
There's no one. I have one on my leg. It's just like a couple of lines right here, just like blood lines. Mm-hmm. And bro, I was struggling. I was bitching with that. That's
terrible. Like I don't know. It was that, and like also like the laying on your stomach, like laying prone, sucked. I remember it's like, all right, George, break time, and I'll get up. I'm like, all right, I'm kind of dizzy right now.
Yeah, and then you said the position sometimes. Of course, tattoo involves pain, but the position that you're in, it makes 10 times worse.
100%. Yeah, 100%. Honestly, and it's like, just everything. Like my lower back was hurting. It's like
it's not comfortable.
It's not comfortable. It's not comfortable. But like honestly, it's like that area, the back of the knee. There's no other way to tattoo. No. That's the only way. Like that's the only way where you
lay on your stomach and do it.
Because I remember when you did Pedro's back, for at least like he could sit down, kind of like hunched over, and then if not, and then he can lay down. Yeah. But that area you just can't.
Pedro's a beast, bro.
No, Pedro's a beast.
8 hours line of work on the back. He's like
Pedro's an animal.
3 days in a row on the back. That's crazy.
No.
Shout out to Pedro.
No, shout out to Pedro for real. Like honestly, like I did 2 days in a row, and I'm like, yeah, I probably won't do that again.
Bro, imagine my client did it pretty much 14 days in a row. It was 6 days, 2 days break, and 6 days.
Excuse me? 14 days in a row?
6 days in a row, 2 days break. I mean.
Well, yeah.
6 days in a row for one leg, and then we took 1 day break, another day to design it, and then.
What did you do?
6 more days, 2 full leg sleeves.
Shout out to that guy.
Shout out to him, bro. He's an animal as well.
Honestly, like my pain tolerance on me is average. Like I know I can take pain like more than the average person, but nah, man, 2 days.
It's enough.
I know I'm gonna work with you again, but like 2 days is my max.
Yeah, but you leave it here, so you don't have to bang it like.
No, that's
like you can space it out.
That's another thing. You've had clients like that's come out of like from another state. Bro, and they have to bang out a huge area. Kind of like people who go to Bali to knock out leg sleeves, like in a week.
2 artists work on the same spot, the same leg for 2 days.
That's crazy. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, to fly out to Bali, I mean, to get these like enormous pieces, yeah, they have to bang it out in like
knock it out in
3 to 4 days. But hey, shout out to Bali. Those dudes, like they have excellent work, and they work like 12 hours straight.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's impressive, like how much they can get done in 2 days. I can't do it. It's out of my skills.
Not for nothing though, but like the amount of detail that went into this leg, I don't think nobody can knock this out in 3 days.
No.
There's no way.
No, it's a little bit more, how can I say, simple, I would say. They work with like big images. It is detail, like when you see the whole thing.
Shading's good.
It's really good. But,
line work.
Yeah, what we did here is like some micro details, basically.
I remember in our first session, again, going back to the calf, the late, you're like, fuck, George, so many folds on this rope. And I would look
right here?
Yeah, it was
man.
It's like, fuck, George.
Yeah, I regret. I was like, fuck, I regret to pick this.
Damn, why did I pick that design?
No, but it came out nice.
It came out great. It's like, there's so many folds on this robe.
Yeah, dude.
I'll be like this, and then I'll look, I'm like, fuck, he's still on the same fold.
It seems the same, but it wasn't.
It wasn't.
The knee came out really nice, man. I really like that one. Man. But what people say when you walk outside?
Honestly, and we've had this conversation before. Like, there's people who like don't even know this work exists.
Yeah, they're not aware of it.
I was playing basketball with some friends and stuff, and obviously, and some new people that I've met in the park and stuff, like they were like completely shocked. They're like, holy shit, like who's your artist?
This is so.
And I was like, oh man, this Brazilian guy, his shop's down at like downtown Miami. Been getting tattooed by him since like January 2025. He's like, oh, let me see, and I would show him the Instagram, and they're like, and especially like Pedro's back and Mark's tattoos, like
That's very impressive.
Mark's sleeves and stuff, and they're like completely like baffled, like they're like they have never seen work like that before.
That's crazy.
So,
You went to the cruise too.
oh yeah, no, the cruise. I mean,
The leg was complete when you went on the cruise, or was the back of the knee incomplete?
the back of the knee. No, like the lower portion, like underneath the knee, the ditch. That was done. We still hadn't done the like the skull.
Okay, we
That
just
back-
map it out.
Yeah, like we didn't do the hamstring yet,
Gotcha.
but most of it was done. Like
Yeah, it was like a 90%.
it was
of
like
the leg.
90% done, and I got so much attention from that tattoo.
This is it.
I think I passed out your Instagram like to like 10 different people.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, and that time we were in Mexico. We were in Mexico, and again there was another there was this girl, like a couple, and this girl, like, again, like, this is how you know like real recognizes real, sort of, because like she had excellent work. Like, I remember she had like this like it was like a Star Wars like R2D2 like realistic piece like in her quadricep, and it looked phenomenal. It was like
it
all of her tattoos were amazingly
Color?
done. No, black and gray. And then she saw my tattoos and she was like, "Holy, that's great work too." And I was like, "No, I love your pieces too." So it's like so we showed each other's artists and stuff like that, and like it's like we had that like connection. We had that connection, that initial connection. But yeah, I got so much like
That's
praise
nice,
for
nice.
that, for this sleeve, which motivates me now. I want to do more. So.
I get a lot of attention. I told you, I think we had this conversation before. I remember I tattooed this guy who was like 20. I was showing, sure if you remember the, bro, I did one arm sleeve. It was back in 2021-ish, beginning of 2021. And that brought me a lot of clients. It was like a Greek sleeve, all this like statue stuff. Mm-hmm. And this guy was it's like a tall white guy. And I tattooed his hand too. So it was like the sleeve with the hand. And came out really nice. And then one day he came back. I asked him, I said, "Hey bro, can you come back to the shop? Let's take some pictures, see if he needs any touch up, whatever." And he said, "Yeah, for sure." So he came back to the shop. I did some touch up. I think it was on his hand. And I was like, "Hey man, how's it been? Like how's the tattoo looking?" He's like, "Yeah bro, it's kind of annoying." I was like, "What do you mean, bro?" And he's like, "Bro, like everyone is staring at me. Like, yeah, everywhere I go, like, you know, he's shy, he's introvert." And he's like, "Bro, I can't like start wearing long sleeves now because he doesn't want attention."
Yeah.
I think at the beginning he wants it, and then when he got it, he was like, "Ah, fuck it."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Bro, people everywhere in the elevator, I can see people staring at me in the elevator. We're like whispering, we're, you know, like grocery store, you know, wherever you go, like there's always someone like looking at me." He's like, "Dude, I'm an introvert. I don't like that." I was like, "Yeah, bro, this is why did you get a sleeve though?"
Same thing with me, but honestly, the tattoo's new. It's like not even a year old, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, no,
I
for sure,
appreciate the attention.
It's
but
better you get attention because your tattoo is good than it's bad. You know?
we put in a lot of work. Like,
Yeah.
there were so many hours of pain that I went through, and so many hours of the time that it took to create the design. Like, you know, it's like we're enjoying we're enjoying like our work, you know, like
Yeah, for sure.
the aftermath. It was unbelievable.
What's up? Yeah.
What was I gonna? I remember one of the first Instagram on your Instagram, the first one that drew me to your account was, again, Cuban Puerto Rican background. I had saw that you had tattooed this younger guy, Puerto Rican guy. He had like a lion, but he also had like from Puerto Rico.
Oh, my friend, of course, we become friends. Josh, yeah, he's Puerto Rican.
That was the first one that was one of the first videos that I had saw on your account. I was like, damn.
That was his grandma. I think his grandma or his mother.
Yeah.
She was a dancer, so that's her picture.
It was like her photograph.
Yeah, he was a photograph.
So I'm like, I saw that. I was like, damn, this guy's serious. This guy's good.
He also did his leg. Yeah, he has a lion on his thigh, and then on the side it has this. It's like indigenous tribe, but very like unique indigenous tribe. Like it's not like a Native American, you know, those traditional, which is cool too. But it was very like, I don't know how to even say that. They use like a crazy headdress. And there was a sun behind it.
The sun, yes, I do remember.
There was the sun behind it. It was like eclipse. There was an eclipse behind it. And then he came back, and I did a portrait of a Native American, like an old Native American male. Came out really nice, really nice. And then he also got a tattoo from, you know who's Clemente?
Oh, Roberto Clemente,
Yeah,
the
the
baseball player.
Yeah, I
Of
did
course.
Clemente.
Of course. I forgot that you did that too.
He's a legend. I didn't know that. I wasn't aware of who he was. And then he said, "No, bro, this is Clemente."
Number 42. Every like baseball team retired that jersey.
Really?
Every baseball team retired that
And I
jersey.
think
He passed away in the plane crash.
Yeah. And then I did a little bit of research, and then I found out that, and I think he was the first like a black person to
Correct. The
player like a.
well, no, sorry, that's Jackie Robinson.
Was it?
Jackie
Yeah, you know
Robinson.
about sports. I don't
Jackie
know.
Robinson.
I thought it was him.
Actually, wait, what was Roberto Clemente's jersey? Was it 42 or no? I know Jackie Robinson was actually 42. I don't remember his jersey number, but anyways, but yeah, that was like the first thing that I saw on your Instagram, and it was like I was like, damn, I had to sign up, I had to register.
Yes.
I remember also when we talked about my first tattoo ever.
What was it?
I got like a Virgin Mary like on my
Oh, this one.
like on,
on your top.
on my which honestly like he had posted it too and at the time it was really good and like compared to all his other work like it was really really good, but then like that was like when I was 18, so we're talking about like 12 years ago, and I'm looking at his account now and it's like all his work still looks the same.
Yeah, man. Unfortunately, man, it's any other area is kind of working the same, you know. And if you get stuck, you're not gonna evolve, you know. I don't even want to talk about it because it's still polemic, but that's the way things are, you know.
So because like I wonder, it's like you have to like want to like actually like get better at your craft, because when at the time when I started getting tattooed by you, you had like what 8 years under your belt.
Yes.
And even you had posted too, like I mean you started your career off like doing a lot of graffiti art, and I mean you were heavily into drawing.
Yes.
At what point like did you start to see that your work was getting like you were getting to that
Tattoo?
level? Yeah, tattoo. Like were you always into that like realistic like statue portrait
I
style?
always wanna.
You always drew that.
No, I was like when I used to draw. I used to draw pretty much everything and anything. Like let's say, I don't know. I see this really nice car on a magazine. I was like, I want to draw this car. Or I see this nice castle in Scotland, for example. Oh, I want to draw this castle. So I was like, pretty much anything I like it. I wasn't like into this Renaissance Gothic style. Came after I started tattooing. So when I first started tattooing, I started seeing tattoo artists doing this back in like 2015, and I was like, this is nice. I want to tattoo this style. But of course, when you start tattooing, you do pretty much everything. But then I was like, okay, so how can I narrow down to this style? It's not easy. It takes years. But I always want to tattoo that style. So I was like, everything I did, it was like, going to this direction. So I was like, if let's say a client's like, oh, I want like a statue style. I was like, okay, I have these references right here.
Yeah.
So I started, everything I did, it was like towards this style. Right. But you said when it started really like getting traction, I would say it was like, dude, after like 5 years tattoo. And then I started posting more pictures with the same style, and then people were like, you tattoo, what do you post?
Yeah.
You know, if you post everything, you're gonna tattoo everything.
Yeah, you always told me like you post like everything that, because there was one time you had did like a realistic like dragon, those kind of Japanese style. You loved the tattoo.
Yes.
But you were very hesitant to post it.
And then I posted, which is Mark Tattoos.
Which was Mark's tattoo.
Yeah.
Which, you know, you were very hesitant to begin with to even post it. But you loved it so much that you're like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to post it.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Yeah.
Because you were afraid that it was going to bring like a different
crowd.
A different crowd, like who wants Japanese style.
Yeah.
Which you could do Japanese if you wanted to, but it's not.
Yes, but yes and no, because Japanese, like traditional Japanese, has so many, how can I say this, rules, I would say, or nuances, that, man, I have to spend a lot of time in researching and studying that thing.
It has more saturation.
Yes, I think the technique. How can I say this? Yes, the technique. There's a lot of like controversy in this theme. Like, oh, like you should use this type of machine. You should do this way. So I don't want to learn everything again and to try to learn a different style. I'd rather stick with the black and gray. What I'm doing now, and it's fine. But eventually, let's say Mark was different because he wasn't like. He didn't want a traditional Japanese style. He's like,
It was like a realistic. More,
yes, he was open-minded. He was like, bro, I want a dragon, but I want it to do the way you want it.
right.
I was like, okay, I got you. I can do this way. He's like, fine. I was like, okay, let's do it. And he came out nice.
Yeah. No, it came out.
But even that tattoo, I was struggling so much to design it because, man, like beforehand, I think I did Japanese dragons, like a dragon 5 years ago.
Right.
So I was like, fuck it, how do the scales?
Yeah.
And so I was struggling to find the body, and then I found the body, and then I got to connect to the head, and I was like, fuck, man, I can't do scales.
Like, hold on, let me take a break.
Bro, I took like days to design it, days. And then I was like, finally, I was like, okay, I like statues, I do better statues, so let me get a fucking statue dragon, and then I'll connect to this other sculpture body of...
When you get a statue, it's like all day.
Yeah, I know. Like
day.
I was like just messing with the design, and I came out with that. But I was a struggle for days,
What? I forgot what, Mark's leg.
It's the one that we did.
The one at the convention. But that lower portion.
There was a Hanya mask or an Oni mask.
Yeah.
I'm not good with the Japanese style.
Yeah,
but
that was another Japanese style, which also came.
It came out nice.
It came out nice.
Yeah.
Came out nice.
The lower part, bro, he was smooth. The upper part, which we used the Nambi cream, it gets so messed up. I didn't show the picture.
No.
Yeah, bro, it messed it up. The Nambi cream, I don't like to blame it only the Nambi cream. Of course, during the convention, it's more likely for us to overwork a little bit because we want to get it done.
Yeah, you guys are working a weekend to knock this huge piece out.
But man, it healed bad.
Yeah, because the numbing cream affects the absorption of the ink.
It really bad. It needs a touch-up. Now it looks way better than when it was healing. When I was healing, I was like, fuck, man, it's gonna mess up with the entire tattoo. And then the ink will settle, and I was like, okay, this is not too bad, but it's still, there's some parts that it needs a touch-up.
Yeah. You gotta show me. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I'll show later on when we finish it up, but it was really bad.
Did he ever do the inside of his leg?
Yeah, we started. We did 2 days. Or 3 days. No, we did 3 days. We did, I think we did 3 days. We did the one session on his arm. The tiger, I finished it up with the tiger. No, we did the 2 sessions on his arm and the 1 session on his leg. He's 2 days in a row here, bro?
He's another beast.
Yeah.
He's another beast.
I was like, damn, that's rough. That's rough. And the entire leg, we map it out the entire inner leg in a day. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I remember. Yo, I gotta take credit for that. You started the mapping with me.
I've done it before.
Oh, you've done it before. But I remember when you did it. What
San Michael?
The San Michael. You were doing the San Michael, and you did like the whole mapping out, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to doing this again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to doing this again because before, like, you were going like, or I'm gonna do this section.
Yeah, start and finish, and then I kind of like that,
Yeah, because it feels like you're getting a lot more work done.
You can do like a bigger design. Of course, you're not gonna be able to shade everything, but you can, like, for example, Mark, I did pretty much the entire inner leg in one day.
And you don't have to worry about putting the stencil back.
But that's why I did it.
That's like the main reason.
Yeah, that's the main reason.
Oh my God, do you remember when we did the outer, you had to just cut the stencil, the hair, so you had to line it up perfectly on the face.
Yeah, but we know when I do that, we know like where to stop it. So I try to stop in an area that's gonna be easily to fit the next things.
Right.
If you just stop or whatever, like I fuck it, the next day you're screwed.
You're screwed. Yeah.
You're screwed. But that was nice, man. It was I said it was a journey.
It was a journey. It was a journey, and became good friends after.
Yeah,
after
man.
it all.
No, I would say, man, the tattooing is you build this relationship with. Of course, it's not with everybody,
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we're gonna be respectful with all clients, but I understand that not everybody you create this bond.
Right.
But if you spend more than a week here, for sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
No, like I said, I said before, like, not only was I looking forward to like getting pretty badass piece like on my body, but you know, it was just mostly like got to hang out with the boys, like
Yeah, no,
just
it's
to hang out with like with some good friends and watch movies, get tattooed,
play video
eat good
game.
food, play video games,
Yeah, man.
talk about life. It was good times. It was good
Yeah,
times.
experience. Yeah, I think the whole experience it's as important as the ink.
And then Liza always bringing her treats like her that she would bake the night before.
Cookies and
Cookies.
that's what's up.
You're like, man, I love it when George comes, man, because like, Liza bakes the best cookies.
Yeah. What else, Jordan?
Nah, I mean, what was it? And all the times that like I would come here, like literally right after a shift.
God damn. That's true.
I work from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. and then our appointments were at like 10 o'clock in the morning, so I would literally just go home, shower, eat something real quick,
Straight.
and then just run over here, drive over here, and then just like, all right, well, I've been awake all night, so if I sleep,
Yeah.
it'll be the best for both of us.
Yeah, man. Nah, I can't imagine. But I tattoo a lot of guys that they have
That kind of schedule.
this kind of schedule. Like either the cops. Like I have my client, Michael. He comes from Orlando, and sometimes, bro, he just comes straight. You know, or he sleep for 2 or 3 hours, and then shout out to him too.
Shout out to him. One thing that I do like that, you know, on your I wasn't even sure if it's well, after like we set up an appointment for a consultation and like on tattoo day, you know, you always make sure like the clients like they drink plenty of water. You have like all this like pre tattoo care.
Yeah.
You know, make sure they stay hydrated, try to lotion the day before. I always
Now accidental lotion a week before.
a week before, yeah. A week before.
'Cause,
I always like to prep the area. I always come like most of the time. You've never had to like shave. Like I always came to my appointments with the leg completely shaved, lotions. I'm hydrated.
But that's crazy, bro. Like people still don't prepare for their appointment, and I think it's man. If you prepare right, you're gonna suffer less on your appointment, way less. So now I send everything like location, parking, drink a bunch of waters, do this, shave the area, use the comfortable clothes, whatever. Like, it's like a list of things that you have to do.
I could imagine like patients with like really or patients. Look at me talking. Sorry. Clients with really dry skin.
It's hard, bro.
I can imagine that like you would have to pass the needle more on the area just so that part of the skin.
Man, there's some clients that their skin's so dry that it becomes very, how can I say, rough. So it seems like it's more thick, and then sometimes they have a really thick skin and dry, and then man, as a result, you have to apply more pressure or do more passes. And that shit's gonna hurt more.
Even
like,
more.
More, bro.
Even more.
My friend, I have a friend, he got a tattoo on his biceps and on the inner arm. His skin was so dry. When I was cleaning, when I was shaving it with the razor, you know, when it started flaking, I was like, God damn, bro, your skin's so dry. Let me put some lotion on it. Put some lotion on it. His skin just soaked up that lotion, but it didn't really work.
Yeah.
At the day of, it's not gonna.
On the day off, it's not gonna work miracles.
It's not gonna do anything.
It's not gonna work.
It's better than nothing, but it's not gonna do anything.
The skin's like, thank you.
Bro, you should suck it up. But our tattooing it was so dry, it was so hard. Like the ink, the needle doesn't really penetrate. You gotta put some pressure to do it. And bro, it got to the point that it was like, he's like, yeah, bro, it started hurting. I was like, you know what? Let's just wrap it up. Come back the next day, the next session, and.
You were the first artist that actually provided with instructions, like, you know, pre-tattoo instructions.
That's crazy.
No one has ever. Usually, just go to a tattoo shop. Yeah, I want this. What do you want? Okay, let's do it. You know, it's like you're the first one to provide pre-instructions. Also, something that I do appreciate as well. I mean, your webs. I'm not. I guess like in the instructions that you said that we tattoo usually like from 8 hours max, like. 10 to 6 or 12 to 7 or whatever. It's like an 8-hour session. Yeah. Sometimes it was quicker, sometimes it was longer, but it was like I respect that, you know, you go based off how you feel. And obviously how your client feels.
No, yeah.
Cuz you want to keep this consistency. Like I'm going to give 100%, not just on like one area. I want to do 100% on the whole tattoo.
Yeah, of
The
course.
moment that you feel like if it's your vision or if your back hurts.
No, we
and
get
you
tired too, man.
Yeah,
Like,
obviously. So it's like if you feel like you're gonna compromise the quality of the tattoo,
No,
I
just
would rather, hey, listen, like, if we're finishing early, okay, it's a half session. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll
you
but
work with the
you
client.
work with the client, and I appreciate that. Like
Yeah.
honestly, like, but sometimes like we feel good. And we'll go 10, 11
We're
hours.
rolling, man.
And we're rolling. You're like, nah. And I remember, like, no, I'm hyped. Like, I want to finish this.
Yeah.
So it's like, but most of the time, we've been on the same page. Like, sometimes, like,
Yeah.
we've had quick sessions. We've had, like, 5-6 hour sessions. You're like,
Just a little one.
you're
Look
like-
at the
you're
chart.
like-
Bro,
you're
let's.
like, all right, George, let's wrap up for today. I'm like, yes. Yeah, I'm down for that.
I think we can sense the client.
Yeah.
And the other way around as well. You know when the artist, but man, it gets to the point that you are tired and you, as you said, you compromise the work. It's better you stop there and just, talk to your clients. Let's continue the next day or next session, or even like this session, I did a little bit less. And then let's put a little bit more work on the next one. It's just like, bro, it's not like exactly on the dot, you have to start and finish, it's tattoo, it can't be like that. That's why I don't charge it by hour,
No, I mean,
You can't measure it by hour. I respect who does it, but I feel so anxious, man, and charge it by hour.
I could imagine, like, 'cause a client can expect, like, they want a certain, they probably walk in with certain expectations and, like,
And their budget.
And like, that pressure falls on you because you're trying to meet their expectations.
Exactly.
Like,
You know what is the worst part? Bro, they're checking the clock. They don't need to say anything. They just, bro, how long do you think it's gonna? It's like, I think 2 more hours.
Just ready for the rest of your life.
And they
like,
just check the clock. They don't say anything. They just check the clock. Bro, my hearts are pumped, and my anxiety went to the roof. So I tried to charge by hour,
and
but
then
I can't.
in the end, that compromises the work.
Yeah. So and sometimes I had to say, like, I was like, you know what, bro? I said 6 hours. Just pay 6 hours flat. I'm gonna work until I finish. Sounds good? Is that okay? Cool. So don't worry about the price, bro. Just let me take my time here.
That's why it's like just
And I
by
was like,
session. By
yeah,
session.
and then I was like, I'm gonna do flat, just a flat rate. 'Cause as I said, sometimes you push a little bit more, sometimes a little. It depends on the day, it depends on the client, it depends on the location of the body. I can't push through like 8 hours on the ribs. He's not gonna take it.
Well, and it's like, we have done, like, so your window's like 8 hours, right? We've been in the shop for 10, 11 hours, but it's not even just like the actual tattooing itself, because on your machine it tells you how long you've tattooed
Yes.
for. And you've told me, George, like, needle to skin, we've done 6 hours.
Yes. Every day was like around 6 hours.
Every day was like 6 hours, but like the whole, like, applying the stencil,
Breaks too,
all the breaks, bathroom breaks, times we've ate, like, it's like we've been in the shop.
Stretch, just like
Stretch. We've been in the shop for 10 hours, but like tattoo to skin, like 6 hours. And trust me, 6 hours of tattoo to skin is a lot of freaking time.
I found out that 6 hours, it's the sweet spot.
Yeah.
You can make a lot of progress, and like 6 hours, you can make a lot of progress. It's enough to make good progress, but it's not too much to become unbearable.
Right,
you know? Especially like legs and arms, anyone can take 6 hours. 6 hours. I'm not saying it's not gonna hurt. It will hurt, but you can go through it.
Yeah.
But like, dude, when you pass 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, and then you get to the point that is your experiences, it start getting really, really hard to go through.
Yeah.
So 6 hours, stop it. That's it.
The tattoo that I had gotten before you, this person's anonymous, but I had such a terrible experience.
You said it was like,
I had a horrible experience. Like, first and foremost, like, I was just, honestly, again, this is why I'll never go to like shops and stuff.
Randomly,
I like planning pieces now. When we work together, we're gonna think of it as, like, if we do an arm, we're gonna think of it as a whole. We're not just gonna, okay, let me put a tattoo here, and then we'll do this one later, and then we'll do this one later. That's how I was doing it before. So I had a very awkward space. I had my bicep and I had my inner bicep tattooed.
that gap.
And then I had like this weird armpit, elbow gap, because I had also like my forearms tattooed already. So I was trying to look for an artist. I found one. I saw the Instagram. It looked good. Some were like, I was showing Steph and I was like, what do you think about this person's work? It's okay. This one's good. This one not so much. I'm like, whatever. How bad can it be? So I reached out to this person and I sent a picture of my arm. She's like, oh, like, what are you thinking about getting? And at the time I was thinking like I wanted like a Spartan in that area. Sent some references. She did the whole like Photoshop and it looked great. It looked good like
On paper.
on paper. She's like, okay, we decided a tattoo date. I go there. We had decided we'll start tattooing or we'll meet at noon. She came 4 hours late.
God damn.
She showed up at 4 p.m. I'm just like, I'm there waiting in the shop for like 4 hours waiting for
You
this
were there
person.
for 4 hours.
I was waiting for 4 hours.
God damn.
I was waiting for 4 hours. This person rolls in, starts putting together like starts setting up all her equipment and whatnot. Stencil on skin.
You got that at noon.
Yeah, so
Fuck,
my
dude.
appointment was at noon. Stencil to skin at 7. Why didn't I walk out? I have no idea. I don't know. I guess I was excited because I mean, don't get me wrong. Like they were late, but they were messaging me the whole time. They were
Okay,
like,
so
"Oh,
communicating.
I'm running late. I'm sorry. This is going on." I'm like,
Yeah, but
fine. I didn't leave because I was so excited at the design that she had sent me. It looked really good on paper. So now, whatever, she stenciled the skin was at 7 p.m. and she whatever, we starts tattooing and bro, we didn't leave the shop. I didn't leave the shop until like 3 o'clock in the morning.
damn.
Yeah, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. It was 8 hours, but it felt so long. And on
Yeah,
top,
man, especially like you start at 7, like dude.
yeah, I guess I was already tired because I had
Yeah.
woken up early and stuff like that. I was so freaking tired, and this person stopped to take a break to smoke weed in the parking lot.
Oh, classic.
This person literally, while tattooing, had a nosebleed. The drop of blood literally missed my
What
arm.
the fuck?
I was like,
Oh, you told me that.
yo, it like hit the floor, but it was so close. I was like, nah. But I remember at the end, bro, I thought I was gonna pass out.
Yeah. Did you have how do you call when you started like shivering? That's how you.
Yeah, I did.
Like I
was
remember
like,
when I was getting tattooed, my shin was like.
yeah,
I got to the point I was like this. Like,
it's shock.
Shock.
Your body's going into shock from like just.
and it gets cold. Your
Yeah,
body
it gets
really
cold. Yeah. Like you get pale, diaphoretic. Like your body goes into shock because it's like literally the amount of trauma your body's taking, all the inflammation and everything. So it's that's literally how I felt like at the end, like when they were doing the pictures and stuff like that. Like my skin was pale. Like I was like starting to get dizzy. Like it started to feel like kind of like a vagal maneuver. Like I'm like I stood up and I was like already like about to faint, like about to
Damn.
pass out. And like she kept like they kept wiping. They kept wiping the area, and I'm like, "All right, hurry up! Can we take this picture, bro? I'm gonna pass out." Like, let me smell
Never
some.
came back.
Let me smell some alcohol. Never came back.
That's what.
Never came back.
And that's like unfortunate. That's normal. I've seen a lot of people that had the same experience. Unfortunately. Yeah.
And I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about that person.
No, yeah.
As an individual, like, they were a great person. They were, the experience they provided was a good experience. Like, we talked the whole tattoo. This person was a good person. Just lacked a little bit of professionalism. And I mean, I can't compare anybody to your work. It's not even fair.
Yeah, come on, bro.
It's not
Come
fair.
on.
It's not fair. But
No, but that's all I always say like to people. Like a lot of artists, they are focused only on the technique, only on the technicality aspect of it, and they forget about the client.
Yeah.
And the most important thing to me is the client, because they will allow you to sometimes do a certain style that you're looking to work it on, or be more flexible, or like, dude, you're gonna tattoo their skin, so you better have a good relationship with them. It's one of the most important things in tattooing.
I was here quite frequently, and I didn't get tattooed today. I'm still coming by.
I know.
I'm still coming by. It was just, honestly, it was just like I said before, I just enjoyed being at the shop.
Yeah,
It felt,
it was a nice vibe having you here too. I trying to keep this atmosphere, this way, so you don't feel pressure. You don't feel like.
I mean, for the most part, like a lot of your clients, you're close with all of them.
Yeah,
You're
really.
close with all of them. So you're doing something right. You're doing something right.
It's doing my job, man. Man, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. It was a good conversation. Thanks again.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you, man.
I leave it recording. Imagine if I didn't press the button.
Dog.